Have y'all ever had an interview? Your interview time could have been like 1 o'clock. You got there maybe like 10 minutes earlier than your time, your appointment time, because you got to fill out the application, right? Right. So you got to fill out the application. So you got done maybe say about 1:15-ish. You have to say about 1:15 because, I'm just exaggerating a time. You have to say about 1:15. 15 minutes passed already than the time that you're supposed to have been there already in your interview already. No, even though they announcing that, okay, they told, receptionist call the person and say, hey, you have an interview at 1 and she's here for to she's filling out the application. No, came early. So technically you got done by 1:15. Let's just say about 1:15. 15 minutes past the time that you finished out the application and you told reception, like, I'm done filling the application. So she called again. "15 minutes passed already, again, within the time. All these people walking past in business office. No one has stopped and said, let me interview you. Even though some of them don't interview you. The administrator walked past. The DON walked past. HR was not in the building. But you waited almost a half an hour to get that interview. Actually, you wait half an hour. You know what you did? I did. I went back to the HR and gave her my application and tell her who I was supposed to interview and do they have a business card. They had a business card. So I called them or I text them and asked could I have another interview with them. Backtrack. I waited for 2 days later. You know why I waited 2 days later? Because she called and said, you supposed to have an interview. And I was like, I waited for almost a half an hour. An hour and maybe 30 minutes. And you know what she said? OMG. I waited for almost literally about 2 hours, really, technically, to get the interview. Yeah. 30 minutes, really. So half an hour, yeah. So when I called back and she called back and said I missed if I was interested, and I said I was, but my interview was at 2. I did the application. No one came down. Again, she said, OMG. No one came in. No one seen me. Everybody walking past. You even have a resident fussing. I mean fussing. He and she was like, this don't make no sense. New people comes in and we don't see them for another week. Or I see him another 3 days. It's always short. Everybody like to come in and do a quick sloppy job and don't do nothing. You know? Too many calls off. Don't want to show up for work. It doesn't make no sense. Everybody comes in for the application. Are you going to stay? All I had to do is just be mindful. At the moment, I have to say, what's wrong? What's the problem? No one's don't want to show up. They need some help so bad. And when he was trying to go outside and smoke his cigarette, look at this. We got 3 people already for the leave because they said they got a family emergency already. Didn't the shift just started at 2? So now we down to 2 A's already. I'm tired of going to bed at 10 o'clock. Speaking of the interview, the half an hour interview, she called me back and asked me, can I come in the next day? So I came in the next day. She said she's sorry. So I came in. She took the application. She had my application. Why did I have to do another? I just wasted my ink because I filled the application. She couldn't find the application. She could not find my application. So I wasted ink, filled out another application. She took the application I just filled out and then turned around while we interviewed, she found it. So now I'm having 2 applications. So she put both of them together. In this interview that she didn't even really look at you know how most people, when they interview, they look over your application and everything? No. The first word she came out of her mouth was, how many years of experience do you have? Me being me? Too much. Been in the healthcare field too long. Basically, like I literally said. But 27 years of been in the field. She said, okay, so we can nip this in the party in the butt because you know what to do. And then it was, didn't ask me my long-term goal or my short-term goal, but she went straight to the facility policy and what their procedures and how many people on the floor. So it's 5 people on the floor. Third shift don't have 5 people. Third shift have a whole unit if you ever pick up. So when you do pick up, there is bonuses. There's time and a half after 40, I believe, or after 8. There's also shift differential. Time and a half, shift differential. So when you do pick up, there's a bonus. But if they ask you to stay, there's another $50 on top of that bonus that you got. So if I pick up today, if I didn't pick up today, there's a $200 bonus. If they ask me, can I stay? There's a $250. So you just add $50 more on top of that bonus. Yeah. Yeah. There is time and a half. There's shift differential. But the killer part is she didn't tell me how much the pay was on the experience-wise. She said she don't know that. But you always can pick up hours. I want to say agency was not in the building. Or it is. It's just certain agency. Nurses got to help CNAs. Nurses got to help CNAs with a transfer. If you right there, you got to help. If that nurse can't help, therapy should come in and help. So they trying to change everybody hunting for somebody, basically. So Keisha is down the hall and looking for nobody, and I'm on lunch break or in somebody else's room, and she can't find me. You know, therapy comes in and help. Actually, the assistant DON said she'd help too. especially with a transfer. The care card should be updated too. Yeah. So, you forget another video of how many hours I clacked, okay? But yeah. That's how long I waited to get my interview. A whole half an hour for an interview. And then to make it so bad, within the interview, it was already 3. I think I didn't leave that building until 4 o'clock from the interview. Or it was 3 o'clock. It was 3 o'clock because the interview was at 1. Instead of another 30 minutes, she made it a whole hour of an interview. Yes, that long. And to make it so bad, show interest. It was a lot of interest. The breakdown of what goes on in the interview and how soon the process starts. Yep. I need to buy me a TV for Christmas. Yep. That's how long. Like, the orientation is on a certain day. And it's 2 days of orientation. Orientation on a certain day. And then you finish paperwork. And then you meet every head department. So from therapy, from dietary, from housekeeping to laundry. Well, laundry and housekeeping together. Dietary, housekeeping, maintenance man, infection control, physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. They have dialysis in the building too. So yeah, they have dialysis in the building. So yeah. Oh, and they even say what type of patients they will take and they won't take. But yeah, this is my interview. I'm going to take this off because I'm a little warm now. I'm going to wash and re-roll this again. But yeah. Oh, and make it so bad, the growth. You can move up. You know how you get some facilities that they really don't want you to move up? Like you can't change different occupancy. Like if for dietary, you want to go into activities, or you from activities and you want to go to housekeeping, I'm just saying. Yeah. But you can move up in the field. You can move up. They like growth. They sure do. They like growth. They want you to grow. Some facilities don't want you to do that. Once you're in that field, they stay in that field. I want growth. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Yeah. That's how long the interview was. Talk to y'all later.